you filming?
Yeah.
Alright. Hello, Desu West here with an interview of Stallion, Johnny Saint, and Scotty Moore. Let's get this show on the road. How's it going, guys?
Well, I'm hanging in there. How are you?
I'm hanging in there. All right. I have a few questions for you.
Okay.
Where did you get your band name from, and what does it mean?
It didn't really come from anywhere. I just always felt the name Stallion was really cool. It's
Had a good ring to it. Yeah.
good ring to it. It's very like Stallion. It's very like masculine.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. Just I'm into country and western. And I've always thought like a cool country would be Two-Step Stallion.
Yeah.
When he approached me about getting back together and playing some music, I said, "Oh, Stallion's just fine. Just cut it down to Stallion." So that's where it came from.
And I've heard some ties with the German band Stallion. Can you speak about that? I know we've spoken about it before.
Yeah,
Maybe
when we first had we first got that name together, we were unaware of who they are, and then it was brought to my attention that they existed. So the first thing I could think of doing was making sure to contact them and make sure it was fine. So they basically said that because they're in Germany and we're so far removed that it's not going to be that big of a deal. So we kind of got that resolved with them, so we were aware of each other's existence.
Great. Well, please list Your name's already there. Yeah. So, what do you guys do in the band? Like, what do you play?
I play lead
What's your
guitar.
role?
I play lead guitar.
Yeah. You play Little League.
No, little lead guitar.
Yeah.
I sing backing vocals and I'm a co-writer for the music.
Nice.
And
I like
lyrics.
it.
I'm the other half of the writer, and I sometimes do rhythm guitar, but not as much. But I mostly just attempt at singing in front of an audience.
Fantastic. I love it. Well, how do you feel about internet and its involvement in the music industry and how it's shaped music today? You guys have been in the business for decades now, so you've of course seen the evolution, right, with the internet.
It's a lot easier to get exposed. However, it's a lot harder to get recognized.
Very hard.
And not only that, but it's just if you put out music, it's hard to make money off it, especially given the digital industry makes it a lot easier for people to
Pirate it.
Yeah.
Our mateys, what are your musical icons or influences in band?
Should you go first? Well, I think we'll take the influences that both of us are mainly inspired by. So that'd be Motley Crue, Poison a little bit, not me, not more so, but me personally, Motley Crue, Van Halen, Yngwie Malmsteen, Paul Gilbert, and Def Leppard, to name a few.
Fantastic.
I think I like a lot of different bands that don't really inspire me locally. As much are just nice to listen to, but if I'm going to cut down to the bands that influence who I am as a frontman and what I take from and how I want to perform live, I'd say our Van Halen or David Lee Roth in general. Axl Rose from Guns N' Roses and Sebastian Bach are from Skid Row are my big influences of how I conduct myself and how I sing, right? So I'd say those are probably my three biggest influences. There's David Lee Roth, that's solo and Van Halen, Skid Row, and Guns N' Roses.
And then you said you were thinking of a country band name, right? Two Steps Down Stallion. What are some other music that you guys are interested in, other than glam metal or rock metal in general, that you guys enjoy and maybe influence your band?
Classical. I have a few little bit of classical arpeggio type things. I'm more so a listener more than a player of it.
For sure.
I learned the Paganini's Fifth Caprice from the movie Crossroads, played by Steve Vai. But I love neoclassical metal, specifically Yngwie Malmsteen and Jason Becker and Marty Friedman, and Paul Gilbert, to name just them.
Oh, Paulie Gill.
But yeah, country western. I love pop. Like my first real big music icon was Michael Jackson. To be honest, that was back in like grade 5 or 6.
So for me, out of the realm of like sleaze rock or glam metal, whatever you want to call it, I like a lot of heavier metal. I like a lot of thrash and stuff. But outside of actual metal gaze, I'd say I like a lot of classic rock, a lot of Aerosmith. I'm really big into Aerosmith. I like some classical. Blues is a big one for me.
Oh, no Chris Rowan's allowed here. Catch that on camera. Put a big X over him. Thank you. Okay, sorry, yeah. I didn't mean for this horrible interruption.
It's alright.
Yeah, just classic rock, some classical, and just other forms of metal are kind of make up what I like to listen to and what we play.
Interesting. So how many original songs have you guys made?
Alright, let's see.
Let's see what
Inside, we like it loud, kick down the doors.
Too much is too little.
Too much is too little.
There's Lost Soul Over Time.
Lost Over Time. We have a new one called
Rolling with Crooked Dice.
Rolling with Crooked Dice. What is
And
that, 6? 5, 6?
And there's some that are just kind of starting stages that haven't really gone to full
Ideas.
songs. Yeah.
Nice. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing those in action.
Vocally, I think we have a lot of songs written musically now. Not as much.
What are the main topics of your songs? Like, what do you guys cover? Or interested
Okay, We Like It Loud. That's purely about our influence at Motley Crue.
nice.
I wrote that on December 31st, 2015, as Motley Crue was playing their last concert ever.
So it's a special meaning for that song. Essentially.
See, the other side is actually just tongue-in-cheek rock and roll. There's no real meaning behind it.
About getting some.
Oh, nice.
What else? Kick Down the Doors is like almost the struggle of being a teenager.
It's almost like Stick It to the Man in some points. Like it's just kind of
like 7 a.m. to wake up time. Little young boys
it's about
rising.
living in a routine and not liking it, I guess, and kind of finding a way out of that.
Oh, yeah.
And some of the other topics, Too Much Is Too Little is a tongue-in-cheek rock song. That's about, you know, when you have relations with a young lady or a young man.
She doesn't like
It's
you.
2016.
She doesn't like you, and you want her to be your main hoe, but she's not your main hoe. And then
Very relatable.
Lost Soul Over Time. That's honestly just
That's something I wrote about.
Inspiration.
About just what I wanted to do with my life. So.
yeah.
But but it basically, in a nutshell, depends on what we write about, is what we're feeling at the time. We don't. Well, for me personally, anyway, when I write a lyric, I don't sit down going, I need to write lyrics. I sit down with an idea. I have to be inspired.
Nice. Now, you were mentioning in the song about getting some. How much do you guys get from the music, do you think? Like, how
Not
much
enough.
does the music correlate?
Not
Like,
enough.
pussy
Not
per
en-
second, I mean.
Not
It's
even not
it's
close to
increased,
enough.
but like how much with the band?
Not close. All the girls that want a piece of Johnny Saint are all live somewhere else. So
Or they're gross.
So I don't.
Interesting.
So not enough. Not even anywhere close to enough. Like pussy per second, it's negative.
Oh,
It's brutal.
oh boy. All right. Well.
He answered for him.
Oh, all
So I
right.
don't talk to girls from fucking
I do.
United States of America.
You all know who you are.
Again, back to sort of music production. Could you like explain the music making process, like writing and then
Okay.
musically?
I'll get this one. So usually it starts off, for me anyways, I don't go and say I'm going to write a song. I have a few ideas, and then it's mostly just playing guitar. You have a few ideas like, okay, that sounds cool. What if we did this? Okay, there's your pre-chorus, there's your verse, there's your chorus. And then from there you find lyrics that you've actually written for me anyways, you find lyrics that you've written beforehand, and you try to make a melody line over the rhythm guitar that you have. And then from there I get Colton, well if I'm writing the lyrics.
Who's Colton?
No one else.
Oh, sorry.
That's my birth
That's
name.
actually my brother. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
We try and work it out. Sometimes he gives me song ideas. We're gonna keep him in the picture, but
All right.
moving forward, Johnny comes over and we'll give him some of the lyrics and he'll try and sing them over and see how he likes it. And then from there we try to work out. Okay, maybe we'll take out a syllable, so we'll take out a word, or we'll, shorten it, make it a what's the connotation? Like a can't and cannot, so you make it can't.
Yeah.
What's that called?
Shortening.
Yes.
That's what I was gonna say.
And so we try to make the melody line fit.
Yeah. For example, like our most recent song, Rolling with Crooked Dice, the original when I wrote that song, most of the lyrics are still the same. Actually, all the lyrics are the same, except it was a entirely different song. When I brought it over to show him for a new single for an upcoming show we're doing, I thought, this is really a good idea for a song, and now the lyrics are the same, the song title is still the same, but it's a totally different feel of the song.
Yeah, he brought the guitar, but then I said, why don't we try it over what I have, and I think it worked out pretty nicely.
Yeah.
So there's a little insight.
All right, cool. Well, you guys have performed live, right?
A few times.
Tell me about your live performances.
About like what it's like?
Yeah, what's it like being on
Well,
stage for you guys individually?
For me, I try to be high energy.
To be on stage for me, I just try to keep it good, and for me, it's honestly the biggest high I've ever got, even though I've never tried any drugs before, so I wouldn't know.
Keep that in.
We're all
keep that
straight
in.
edge.
Yeah.
We're all straight
I
edge.
actually literally
Nice.
am.
I am too. Now.
All right, so you guys are unlike a lot of rock bands. You're keeping it straight edge. Is that difficult sometimes?
No.
Well, to be honest, if you want to be a part of whatever scene you are and you're hanging out with people, like I have some good friends from over in Windsor named Love Razor, and they offer me whatever they have. Where I'm not going to throw them under their bus here, but it's
Yeah.
sometimes
They
you
have a bus?
sometimes
They can afford
they
that?
have a van.
Oh, okay.
They have a small bus, and it's hard sometimes to tell them that you want to avoid that altogether, but you do it because you want to live a long life, right? That's just
Where
the way
the
I
fuck
see
did
it.
that come from? You want to live a long life?
You do want to live a long life,
Well, it depends. You don't want to be 90 and have Alzheimer's and
a long enough.
Yeah, just
life.
kill yourself at that point, right?
Exactly.
assisted suicide. You know, you drink that liquid and
So when did the band form?
Oh shit.
you're.
Can I get
Okay,
this one?
let's. How about you take it through the early days and I'll bring it up to as of last year.
Okay, so here we go. The band has always been called Stallion. We've been a band for almost 2 years now.
Year and a half.
Almost 2 years, a year and 3/4 almost. And we started as, it was me and a friend. They actually, Kate, you know the guy that we told to leave earlier? Yeah, that he was the original bass player in this band. And we were called the Stricken Angels back 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And yeah, exactly. And we played one show at an open mic with a drum machine at Sable Beach, and then
I wasn't in the picture.
he wasn't in this point. It was just me and Chris. I was just doing guitar and vocals, and he was doing bass. Me at a drum machine. And then Scott joined the band, and then we played one show under the Stricken Angels name, like more of a show, still with a drum machine, but with 3 members at the Red Papaya downtown Guelph. That was a shit show, by the way. And then we changed the name for Sinful Grin for a little bit, and then
I left the band.
Yeah, we broke up for a bit.
We had creative differences.
For a bit.
And then I pretty much said my way, if you want to get back together and get to what we originally started as, feel free. Then it's around mid-November of 2015. He messaged me, he's like, hey, you know how you said if you want to get back writing the music that got us together? Well, I wanted to start doing that again. So I said, great, well, we got a show. There's a show coming up December 18th, FROSTY, which we're playing today.
This is a year ago.
This was a year ago. Today's the 23rd of December, but yeah, so we pretty much got that, and I have a neighbor named Charles. Call him Chuck.
The truck, literally.
And he's not here now. He's actually at home. Should be coming shortly. I asked him to play with the band. So
get on
we
the drum machine.
originally started as, would you want to just play for FROSTY for us, and then see what happens from there. And then yeah, we played FROSTY. It went absolutely amazing. We played an original called See You on the Other Side and covered Smokin' the Poison by Motley Crue, and that went over stellar.
You can find those on YouTube.
Yes, you can.
All like
My channel. Scotty Moore.
The profile picture is Steve Clark from Def
No,
Leppard.
it's actually I changed it.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, nice.
It's actually me on stage now.
Well, we'll see what it is in the future when you guys are watching us in 20 years.
But yeah, and then after that, we fired, no matter what anyone tells you.
Or what he tells you.
What he tells you. We fired the bassist that was in the band.
Can you explain more about sort of firing?
Okay,
why we
Just out of
fired him?
curiosity.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he'd been playing guitar or bass for a short while,
Like 3 months at that point or something.
and I said to him, well, look, what if I give you some lessons? Because I'd been playing for, 5 years at that point, so I'm like, let me give you some lessons. So I gave him, just pentatonic scale stuff to get your fingers moving, get your picking hand, he plays pick, with pick, but just get him coordinated. So he said, come back in 2 weeks at band practice and show me how you did. So I gave it to him. He came back to the band practice 2 weeks later. He's like, so how'd it go? He's like, I didn't really work on it. So I was like, I didn't really feel like I needed to work on it that much. So
It was
Classic.
lack of dedication,
Yeah.
essentially. Lack of skills to keep up with where we wanted to go.
Well, no, I left because the amount of time to practice was they wanted to practice two times a week, and I could only do one, so that was another reason.
And so he pretty much said, Chris, I think your time's up.
Then you killed him, got rid of the
And
stage.
then, over the summer, he was playing bass
For like 4 months.
4
It was a
months, and
while.
then school started in September, and we both have a guitar class together. There's this guy in our music class called Mitchell.
He can't be with us either today. He's in the band. He's just
Down.
he's a little bit more introverted than the other ones.
I'm an introvert too. I just
Shy, cute little guy. Oh, you're doing well for an introvert.
yeah,
Jeez.
I get tired.
I am
of
not
people.
an introvert.
I know you're.
Just saying.
All right.
If you want to make him mad, just ruin his ego.
Good luck.
Tell him that he dresses weird, but he won't care. But if you make fun of his ego, you crack it, he will crack even more.
It's like his ego.
His egg will smash.
Like Humpty Dumpty.
That's pretty good. All right, I have a few more questions.
Have we even finished the last one?
Yeah, then we just pretty much Mitch played a open
yeah,
mic
yeah.
session. Oh my god! Actually, I wasn't there, but
It was ridiculous. He's an amazing bass player, and I asked him. He likes some of the same bands, and now he's in the band. And
he slaps. He's a very good slap bass. Like he slaps harder than Chris Brown on Rihanna.
oh,
Jeez, I like that.
savage.
I love that blank
Straight face
after.
after.
What are your plans for the future with Stallion?
Play
How do
rock
you think
and
it's gonna
roll.
go?
Play rock and roll and
That's
see
all.
what happens.
Yeah.
No, we don't
Nice.
eat, sleep, just pure rock and roll 24 hours on.
I can't say where we're gonna
Breakfast,
go. but-
morning, noon, night.
I can't say where we're gonna go, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, let's go with the flow. And how can your fans access your music, download it, buy it?
We don't have anything recorded. We're hoping
Not
to get
yet.
something yet in the near
Nice.
future.
In a couple months, hopefully.
A couple months, then we got live shows on YouTube, on my channel.
And this performance that we're doing today, the show we're doing today, will be up on YouTube probably
Nice,
very soon.
nice.
Instagram, Scotty Moore.
I'll link everything in the description.
St. Johnny.
Now, you guys are a Christian rock band, right?
Oh boy, yeah, that's what we are. For
I'm
sure.
not gonna talk.
Well, I was doing this interview because I was told that you were a Christian rock band. And
You were in for a
priest,
hell
so
of
I-
a surprise.
Oh, fuck.
That was aggressive.
Alright, well, thanks, guys.
No problem.
Group hug, right?
Alright, I was going for a handshake there. Let's do it, end this professionally.
Put
Yeah.
it there.
Alright,
Two hard pumps. Thanks, guys.
No problem.
Desu West signing out. I'm Desu West, and this is.
Caitlin, Rose.
And today we're going to be talking about Stallion. They are a huge band. Oh, it's him!
Man of the hour.
There's some huge Stallion fans. They love your music. We're doing interviews with your boys.
Can you put this at the end of the interview?
Yeah. Oh my god, you guys give them a hug, right? They're a huge fan.
Oh my god. Actually, in the Hillside thing last year, I made like Stallion t-shirts and I gave them to my friends because I was so excited. It's like, fuck yeah, Stallion.
You got a huge
How much did you pay them off to say this?
No!
This is fantastic. So you guys get to see your hero, right? Yeah. What's your favorite song?
Here's the money question.
I honestly, like, I have no idea. I really like the idea of Stallion. It's like a school band. Like, you guys actually, you play for the school and you have your own thing going on. I never thought I'd see something like that in high school because I just came here and I was like, wow, okay, like, they can actually just do that.
It's sort of cute. It's like a little paradox. They're anti-establishment, but they perform for the school. I love
The
it!
establishment. I did not say that.
I just think it's really cool. Really cool idea.
Nice. Yeah, very cute. Well, I guess you guys are going to have fun tonight. And thank you, Desu West signing out.